processor made it into this thing, so we have that. Since it doesn't look like we're going anywhere, well, we are going somewhere, alarmingly fast actually. But since we're not busy other than that, here's a couple of facts. He's not just a regular moron. He's the product of the greatest minds of a generation, working together with the express purpose of building the dumbest moron who ever lived. And you just put him in charge of the entire facility. Good, that's still working. Hey, just in case this pit isn't actually bottomless, do you think maybe you could unstrap one of those long fall boots of yours and shove me into it? Just remember to land on one foot.
Fairly certain I did not make it, putting her in the boot. Would you look at that? Prometheus was punished by the gods for giving the gift of knowledge to man. He was cast into the bowels of the earth and picked by birds. Whoop. Whoop, whoop. Okay, let's go into the bowels of Aperture Laboratories. Where in the world there? Heyo. What's going on? Look at this place. It is massive. Something crazy fascinating about an infinite laboratory. Immense facility. Very condemned, very test, very do not enter. Condemned verification order 615 1961. Do not look at, touch, or ingest or engage in conversation with any substances beyond this point. Warning, the enrichment shaft may contain unsaved quantities of cosmic ray spallation elements. I'm sure that's fine. That's not hazardous to anyone's health. Whoop. Maybe I should heed these warnings. There might be something bad down here. Whoop. Or just the truth, which I will find behind many locked doors, including that one. Not exactly a small door. Yeah. What's that? You need two people in order to actually open the door? Fear not, I can be in two places at once, as long as I'm quick. You see? Look at that. Did it. Release the floodgates. Seems a bit excessive for the size of the door behind it. But that's okay. Look, there's actually pictures instead of just the Aperture logo. Granted, we still just get the Aperture logo and a bunch of them, but still. Look at this beaut. Aperture logo. Very immense. The science spheres. Alright, alright, alright. Inward. Pull the lever, Kronk. Start everything back up.
Welcome, gentlemen, to Aperture Science. Astronauts, war heroes, Olympians, you're here because we want the best. And you are it. So, who is ready to make some science?
I am.
Now, you already met one another on the limo ride over, so let me introduce myself. I'm Cave Johnson. I own the place. That eager voice you heard is the lovely Carolyn, my assistant. Rest assured, she has transferred your honorarium to the charitable organization of your choice. Isn't that right, Carolyn?
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson.
She's the backbone of this facility. Pretty as a postcard, too. Sorry, fellas. She's married. To science.
And then you, later. Whoop. Yeet. Did it.
There's 1,000 tests performed every day here in our enrichment spheres. I can't personally oversee every one of them, so these pre-recorded messages will cover any questions you might have and respond to any incidents that may occur in the course of your science adventure. Your test assignment will vary depending on the manner in which you have bent the world to your will. Those of you helping us test the repulsion gel today, just follow the blue line on the floor. Those of you who volunteered to be injected with praying mantis DNA, I've got some good news and some bad news. Bad news is we're postponing those tests indefinitely. Good news is we've got a much better test for you. Fighting an army of mantis men. Pick up a rifle and follow the yellow line. You'll know when the test starts.
Cave Johnson! Look at this man's. Cave Johnson actually started out as a shower curtain salesman on Aperture Fixtures in 1943. And then, after that, bought the local salt mine for science. And became the best new science company in 1947. And then, in 1949, was top 100 that's words. 1949 was the top 100 applied science companies, was number 2, second to believed to be Black Mesa in Half-Life. U.S. Department of Defense Contractor of the Year, runner-up in 1952 and 1954, runner-up to Black Mesa again. Spirit of Idaho for the promotion of potato science, which is why there are potatoes everywhere. A lot of Aperture is probably running on the Spirit of Idaho national potatoes. Look, Cave Johnson, shower curtain salesman of 1943, Aperture Fixtures. Very good, all very, very good. Black Mesa was definitely kicking Aperture's butt. Which sucks, but it is what it is. Whoop. I'll wait for the attendant to begin lift. I will be the attendant today. Place is so massive. We only explore like one of the 9 sections of the old facility. That's not even of the new facility. And it's still massive. Okay, now to get to a secret later on, we're gonna need to go over there. What in the heck am I doing? I need to be up here. Okay, we need to go over there so we can listen to the pre-recorded messages for the vitrified testing areas. Cement. Experiment discontinued.
If you've cut yourself at all in the course of these tests, you might have noticed that your blood is pure gasoline. That's normal. We've been shooting you with an invisible laser that's supposed to turn blood into gasoline, so all that means is it's working.
Awesome. Glad to hear it's working at least.
If you need to go to the bathroom after this next series of tests, please let a test associate know, because in all likelihood, whatever comes out of you is going to be cold. Only temporary, so do not worry. If it persists for a week, though, start worrying and come see us, because that's not supposed to happen.
Coal generating system is very nice, though.
Just a heads up, we're going to have a superconductor turned up full blast and pointed at you for the duration of this next test. I'll be honest, we're throwing science at the wall here to see what sticks. No idea what it'll do. Probably nothing. Best case scenario, you might get some superpowers. Worst case, some tumors, which we'll cut out.
Well, at least you'll cut them out. That's always a bonus. Whoop. Bam. And now, let's jump down the elevator shaft that it says do not fall down the elevator shaft. I feel like we're breaking a lot of rules here, but we do what we must because we can. Jump in it. Whoa! Pump Station Alpha, here we are. Open the sesame. Hey, know your allergens. Antimatter, big allergen. Very common. Do not touch anything unfamiliar. Do not inhale fumes, no matter how good they smell. But they smell good. Pump Station Alpha, below the surface. Gel pressure control. Open sesame. Aha! Okay. Let's just go up here, and then we jump onto the pipe. Just like so. Yump it.
They say great science is built on the shoulders of giants. Not here. At Aperture, we do all our science from scratch. No hand-holding.
As it should be. Very beautiful. That logo, though. Very nice. It's retro. Ooh, that's a bright.
All right, let's get started. This first test involves something the lab boys call repulsion gel. You're not part of the control group, by the way. You get the gel. Last poor son of a gun got blue paint. All joking aside, that did happen. Broke every bone in his legs. Tragic, but informative. Or so I'm told.
Nice. But see, like, it's just one of the 9. And it looks like there could be more, but like, there's only one of the 9. And look at those spheres. Look at how huge they are. Like, we're in one right now. And there's just so many of them. And it goes up, and it's just this is just the old facility. Like I said, the new facility is completely massive above us, too. Oh, remember, the test is unsolvable without an Aperture Science Portal quantum tunneling device. If you have not received one, please find a test associate before participating in any Shaft 09 enrichment activities. This is what the portal device used to be like, a giant backpack. The tube looks kind of like something that you would see in Ghostbusters. This was what was made before the handheld portal device, and that's why it's called handheld portal device, because of what this used to be. It's definitely a more handheld system. Ah, yes, one of the many experiments that did not go well. Repulsion gel was Aperture's first attempt to create a dietic pudding substitute. It's true! The gel is a sweeter, slightly less non-toxic form of fiberglass insulation that causes subsequently ingested food items to bounce off the lining of a dieter's discontented stomach and out his or her mouth. For various reasons, this product was pulled from shelves. Who would have thought? And look, Repulsion gel lawsuit. Yeah, they had a lot of lawsuits. For a lot of things, not just that. Aperture Science was definitely doing things not by the book. They kind of threw the book out and lit it on fire. Whoop. And there we go. And beauty, we opens the door, we go through the
lab boys
exit.
just informed me that I should not have mentioned the control group. They're telling me I ought to stop making these pre-recorded messages. That gave me an idea. Make more pre-recorded messages. I pay the bills here, I can talk about the control group all damn day.
You go, girl. I believe in you. Yumping it.
For this next test, we put nanoparticles in the gel. In layman's terms, that's a billion little gizmos that are going to travel into your bloodstream and pump experimental genes and RNA molecules and so forth into your tumors. Now, maybe you don't have any tumors.
Oh.
Well, don't worry. If you sat on a folding chair in the lobby and weren't wearing lead underpants, we took care of that too.
What a nice guy. Thinking ahead. Whoop. And now that and that. Yump! I'm pretty sure this repulsion gel would not work well without the long fall boots. Because even with the actual gel, it can't just get rid of all of the kinetic energy. Because it's got to bring you back up somehow, right? And whoop. Whoa! Like that type of stuff. That would
In case you got covered
hurt.
in that repulsion gel, here's some advice the lab boys gave me. Do not get covered in the repulsion gel. We haven't entirely nailed down what element it is yet, but I'll tell you this, it's a lively one, and it does not like the human skeleton.
Ah, good to know, good to know. Whoop. Feel like that should have been something that was told preemptively and not afterward, but that's okay.
All these
Whoa.
science spheres are made of asbestos, by the way. Keeps out the rats. Let us know if you feel a shortness of breath, a persistent dry cough, or your heart stopping, because that's not part of the test. That's asbestos. Good news is the lab boys say the symptoms of asbestos poisoning show a median latency of 44.6 years. So if you're 30 or older, you're laughing. Worst case scenario, you miss out on a few rounds of canasta. Plus, you forwarded the cause of science by 3 centuries. I punch those numbers into my calculator, it makes a happy face.
Nice.
I like your style. You make up your own rules, just like me. Bean Counter said I couldn't fire a man just for being in a wheelchair. Did it anyway. Ramps are expensive.
I got the repulsion gel on me, I'm gonna die. Just how it works. It's gonna eat my skeleton. It's gonna be a sad day for the rest of us. Yeah. Okay. Whoop. Where'd it go? Okay, it's there. Very well. Yump it.
Just a heads up, that coffee we gave you earlier had fluorescent calcium in it so we can track the neuronal activity in your brain. There's a slight chance the calcium could harden and vitrify your frontal lobe. Anyway, don't stress yourself thinking about it. I'm serious. Visualizing the scenario while under stress actually triggers the reaction.
It's exactly what you want. A frontal lobe made of glass.
Now, if you're part of control group Kepler-7, we implanted a tiny microchip about the size of a postcard into your skull. Most likely you've forgotten it's even there. But if it starts vibrating and beeping during this next test, let us know. Because that means it's about to hit 500 degrees, so we're going to need to go ahead and get that out of you pretty fast.
Size of a postcard doesn't seem small.
Keep your pants on. All right, this next test may involve trace amounts of time travel. So, word of advice, if you meet yourself on the testing track, don't make eye contact. Lab boys tell me that'll wipe out time. Entirely. Forward and backward. So, do both of yourselves a favor and just let that handsome devil go about his business.
Whoop. First time I did this section, since there's so many different surfaces that you could put a portal on, I ended up just having a whole bunch of gel everywhere, not realizing I just needed to put it there. And that's it. That's all I needed to do. So it took significantly more time than it really needed to.
If you're hearing this, it means you're taking a long time on the catwalk between tests. The lab boys say that might be a fear reaction. I'm no psychiatrist, but coming from a bunch of eggheads who wouldn't recognize the thrill of danger if it walked up and snapped their little pink bras, that sounds like projection. They didn't fly into space, storm a beach, or bring back the gold. No, sir, we did. It's you and me against the world, son. I like your grit. Hustle could use some work, though. Now let's solve this thing.
I'm trying my heart out, coach. I'm doing best I can. I can only move so fast. There we go. I don't even got the fear reaction. I'm just slow, apparently. And now I need to shoot this thing. Oh, that's not the place. Goodbye, Cube.
Science isn't about why, it's about why not. Why is so much of our science dangerous? Why not marry safe science if they love it so much? In fact, why not invent a special safety door that won't hit you on the butt on the way out because you are fired? Now you test subject, you're doing fine.
Okay.
Yes, you. Box your stuff. Out the front door. Parking lot. Car. Goodbye.
Bye. I'll miss that man. He's such a great guy. Talk to me, Cave.
Congratulations. The simple fact that you're standing here listening to me means you've made a glorious contribution to science. As founder and CEO of Aperture Science, I thank you for your participation and hope we can count on you for another round of tests. We're not going to release this stuff into the wild until it's good and damn ready, so as long as you keep yourself in top physical form, there will always be a limo waiting for you. Say goodbye, Carolyn.
Goodbye, Carolyn.
She is a gem.
This is true. And bam! Heading over to where we're needed most, which is 71 beta. Up. Yump. In. Now we portal, just like that. And bada bing, bada boom, we get thrown into the room. Boop, boop. Pump station beta, open. Very good, very well. Now we got all that pumping. Pump it up. Hey! Control room, there you are. That beauty.
Greetings, friend. I'm Cave Johnson, CEO of Aperture Science. You might know us as a vital participant in the 1968 Senate hearings on missing astronauts. And you've most likely used one of the many products we invented, but that other people have somehow managed to steal from us.
Black Mesa.
Eat my bankrupt...
Sir, the testing?
Right. Now you might be asking yourself, Cave, just how difficult are these tests? What was in that phone book of a contract I signed? Am I in danger? Let me answer those questions with a question. Who wants to make $60? Cash. You can also feel free to relax for up to 20 minutes in the waiting room, which is a damn sight more comfortable than the park benches most of you were sleeping on when we found you. So, welcome to Aperture. You're here because we want the best, and you're it. No, couldn't keep a straight face. Anyway, don't smudge up the glass down there. In fact, why don't you just go ahead and not touch anything unless it's test related?
Sounds fair. But... anyway, remember, if you see an orange jumpsuit, hit the red button. That is pretty much saying that these people were captive here. Anyway, we hit those recordings on the doors so that way we could enter this place. Whoop! Behind the cabinets. Look at it! And it's got more that we get to listen to.
If you're allergic to peanuts, you might want to tell somebody now, because this next test may turn your blood into peanut water for a few minutes. On the bright side, if we can make this happen, they're going to have to invent a new type of Nobel Prize to give us, so hang in there.
I will do my best.
The average human male is about 60% water. As far as we're concerned, that's a little extravagant. So if you feel a bit dehydrated in this next test, that's normal. We're going to hit you with some jet engines and see if we can't get you down to 20 or 30%.
Nice. And boom.
All right, we're working on a little teleportation experiment. Now, this doesn't work with all skin types, so try to remember which skin is yours, and if it doesn't teleport along with you, we'll do what we can to sew you right back into it.
Yeah, about teleportation. This is where a giant ship called the Borealis was. It was a last-ditch initiative to get funding for Aperture Science. It was supposed to be something much larger than the portal gun, an entire ship that could teleport to different places. And it ended up just disappearing. Yeah. It can also be seen, images of it can be seen in Half-Life 2. It's pretty cool because it ties in Black Mesa and Aperture, Half-Life, and the Portal universes even more than they already are. Now, I need one, we're gonna go to the control room because we got a potato we gotta pick up. But two, I am gonna go down here because I always forget to go down here. Even though there's nothing down here. Not really. It's kind of just a Cave Johnson and a whole bunch of offices for the most part. That's pretty much it down here anyway. But $60, amazing. Take a number. What's my number? 426. That is beautiful. Now serving 23. I think I have a while until I get served. That's just me though. Anyway, let's go to get what we need. And look, it's just an empty room that has no entrance and no exit. Makes perfect sense if you don't think about it. And I will always love potato GLaDOS.
Oh, hi.
Sup?
Say, you're good at murder. Could you, murder this bird for me? Oh.
Neat.
Oh.
I don't know.
No, wait. Just kill it and we'll call things even between us. No hard feelings.
I don't know about that one,
Please
Chief.
get it off me.
I don't know about that one. I might just leave you. You never know.
It's eating me.
Yeah, it is. That's the kind of the point. Here, I'll save you. It's okay.
Did you feel that? That idiot doesn't know what he's doing up there. This whole place is going to explode in a few hours if somebody doesn't disconnect him. I can't move, and unless you're planning to saw your own head off and wedge it into my old body, you're going to need me to replace him. We're at an impasse. So what do you say? You carry me up to him and put me back into my body, and I stop us from blowing up and let you go. No tricks. This potato only generates 1.1 volts of electricity. I literally do not have the energy to lie to you. Even if I am lying, what do you have to lose? You're going to die either way. Look, I don't like this any more than you do. In fact, I like it less because I'm the one who got partially eaten by a bird.
It's true. I will take you.
Wow, you stabbed me. What is wrong with you? Hold on. Do you have a multimeter? Never mind. The gun must be part magnesium. It feels like I'm outputting an extra half a volt. Keep an eye on me. I'm going to do some scheming. Here I go. How long have I been out?
12 years.
That extra half volt helps, but it isn't going to power miracles. If I think too hard, I'm going to fry this potato before we get a chance to burn up in the atomic fireball that little idiot is going to...
It'll be okay. It'll be okay, Potato GLaDOS. You're my favorite form of GLaDOS, I'll be honest. Potato GLaDOS is best GLaDOS. Like, subscribe, bell.
Give it to me like